Welcome to another edition of Thoughts from the Trail. Let's go, Moch. I wanted to just check in real quick and share with you some thoughts from one of my favorite spots on this particular trail. I kind of think of it as almost like an outdoor cathedral or the avenue of trees. If you want to go a little Green Gables, I often think of her out here, of just how majestic these trees are. There's so many, and you can just, walking through this section, your body just relaxes, you breathe deeper. It's just, I take a lot of pictures through this section. We had a lot of rain last night, and so it's also a salamander trail right now. They're kind of in control, and so we're having to step lightly, making sure we don't step on any. I lost count after about 20, 25, took pictures of a bunch of them. I find them fascinating creatures, and I just discovered this guy. There's not very many times you see a big, huge slug climbing up a big, huge tree. Eating up my garden, yes. Climbing up a big tree, not so much. Anyway, sidetracked. Wanted to share with you, I had an experience over this last week that gave me a level of clarity about my business I have never had before. It was just a comment that was handed to me at the end of our mastermind meeting last week that I've told this gal a couple times. I said, I don't know if you understand what you've done to me. I said, you've sent me down this rabbit hole, and you've opened up the doors and the eyes for me of what my business is right now. I've been in business for a long time, but the last several years I've been focusing on business clarity coaching, because I know what a transformational experience it was for me to really get clarity about my business. And that is one of the things I love to help women do, is get real clear about what their business is supposed to be, and who they are. What is their identity in their business, in their brand? And this comment it was, I don't know, it kind of rocked my foundation in my world in a good way, because all of a sudden I had a better 10,000 foot view of my business that I've never had before. And it reminded me of the advice that I always give over the years, in my years as a web designer. I gave every client in one of our initial conversations, my initial advice is, the good news and the bad news is that your website is never done. The good news is that you don't have to have it all figured out right now. The bad news is that you can't just set it and forget it. You do have to update it. You have to put in fresh content. You have to blog, depending on your goals. And that advice completely and utterly applies to the business clarity journey. The good news and the bad news is that journey is never done. We'd get bored and we would get complacent, and it wouldn't be fulfilling if we weren't constantly growing. But the good news is you don't have to have it figured out right now. On this Monday, right now, if you are frustrated in your business, you do not have to have it all figured out right now. You do have to take action on what you know, because you're not going to get more clarity without it. And it's just like websites, a business clarity journey is never done. You still have to review your business. You have to review where you are. You have to make sure that you're documenting what you're learning along the way. You have to make sure that you are paying attention so that you're not becoming complacent, so that your business is growing the way it's supposed to, that you are showing up in your business the way you're supposed to. You're helping people, you're serving the people that you want to help solve those problems. And so that the business clarity journey is never done. And that's what I was reminded of in a very dramatic way over the last week. And I'm so excited. It really has opened up doors for me that I never would have considered. So you're going to see things a little bit different, shifting a little bit over the next few months as I make some changes in how I show up in my business, how I market, how I talk about what I do and why I do it. And I'm very excited about it. But I would not have been able to get this far. I would not have been able to take what she gave me through her sharing her reflections and her insights about me and my business if I hadn't already done the work of where I am now. If I hadn't already done a lot of the business clarity work, so that I understood what she was trying to tell me, and that the opportunity there was to step through this next door. So just remember that. One, you don't have to have your business figured out today. You do have to take action on what you know. You do have to keep doing the work necessary to serve your clients and reflect on your business and figure out what's next. Because if you don't, when that opportunity comes, oh, here, gotta show you this guy. He's gonna fall off the edge most likely. They like to jump off of the edge of this bridge. And it's not mochi, it's just something that they do all the time. That's how they traverse to the stream below. I have lots of videos of them doing that. Got cut off there, but if you don't do the work, you're not ready to step through that door when it arrives. So just showing you a little bit more about this trail. It's beautiful. You can hear the birds. You can hear all the raindrops. You can hear the geese in the background. So just a reminder, go do the work. Don't just think about taking action. Actually take action on what you know, so that when the opportunity comes, you can see it for what it is, and you're stepping into the next iteration of your business, the next iteration of your brand, the next iteration of how you serve people. But you can't do that if you don't take action.